Shanti, peace to you, peace to me. Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Peter and today I want to talk about the secrets of yoga versus religion. And I don't mean to offend anybody, so the secrets of yoga versus a religion. So we're looking at two different concepts here. So let's first go to yoga. Yoga really comes from the Vedas, the Vedic scripts, and there's different types of yoga, but yoga, the word itself means union, and union actually means with yourself. So you're focusing on yourself. That union is helping you to really see what this material world is, but more to go inside so that you can work out, who am I? What am I doing here? And why am I here? Who am I? What am I doing here? Why am I here? Three really big questions that all of us should be looking at and looking to answer at some point in our life. So really it's the union with yourself, your mind with your body, union with yourself that helps you to grow with that, and that's changing all the time. So once you start to acquire more knowledge, and the Vedas, long stories about many different things, and I do a lot of reading with the Vedas. I go to a Vedic reading group and you go, whoa, we're talking about today's world and the awakening of today's world, the way that they talk about it and the stories that they have, you go, wow. So this writing comes from thousands of years ago, but it's very relevant today. Much of all our ancient texts are like that, actually. The Bible, the Quran, they're all like that. They're all telling us about what's happening today as we change our epoch. So yoga is the union with yourself, and all different types of yoga, meditation, obviously what we see yoga as, stretching the body. It's the combining your mind with your body. That's why I love Qigong. It's combining your breath, your mind and your body together, and it covers stretching and meditation, moving meditation, deep breathing. Is amazing once you start to get that union with yourself. Whereas opposed to religion, the original Latin word means to bind fast to. So union or bind fast to is religion. So if you have a religious doctrine, if you want to be part of that religion, not in all, you need to bind fast to. Bind to it. You're stuck with it. That's what the old Gnostics used to say about the early Christians when they created the Bible. They said the people of the book, they learn from the book. They're not actually learning from experiences. But I would say the people who are still into religion that I know, they are open. They are open to new possibilities. They really see the teachings of Muhammad or the teachings of Jesus or all the other prophets around them, and realize they need to be open and fluid and have a union with yourself. It's all the same thing, but it's the way that this whole thing has been split and pulled apart. So the union with yourself, or the union with that book or that doctrine or that dogma, is completely gone wrong somewhere, right, in our big history of humanity. And Christianity is a little bit easier to pinpoint, which is the Council of Nicaea, when the Bible was split up and they took one of the most important books, which was the Book of Enoch, out of the Bible, which once you start to study the Book of Enoch, it's incredible, amazing what they talk about there. They talk about the Watchers and the fallen angels and all these different aspects of life. And if you listen to Van Doniken, he says it's the chariots of the gods. He said these are the gods, not God, the big creator of the world. They're not the God, is God, because God, he wouldn't make a mistake. Why would he make a mistake? That's ridiculous to actually think that the biggest creator ever would make a mistake. It's the demigods and the gods, not God. And that's a lot of that was in the Bible, but it was taken out, Council of Nicaea, and made you to bind fast to the books rather than opening up your knowledge to all these different aspects that were in the Bible and our ancestors understood really really important points that our ancestors understood the openness of this society. So in the Vedas, you've got all sorts of battles going on, ET battles, you've got spaceships flying around. It's like, whoa. And in the Bible had much the same thing, and it's the arrival of something outside of this world on this planet, which is a common theme all across the world, and it's been washed away from all religions. I find that absolutely incredible. But with the yoga, the union with yourself, and you realize that we're a tiny dot in an enormous universe, and then many other universes, and we have the possibility, which is what quantum mechanics tells us, that we have many universes intermingling with ourselves, much the same as different radio stations will be firing across this room, and TV stations will be firing across this room. We have different multiverses all firing across this room, which is where the thought process of changing your reality into a different timeline so that you have a better life comes into play as well. Incredible lines of thought, but if you're binding fast to a book, you cannot even begin to get your consciousness around that, to start to expand yourself, to realize, well, actually there must be a lot more to this than meets the eye. It's not just a 5 sense reality. You have perceptions, intuition, you have vision. Some people can channel. I don't trust channeling myself because you don't know where the channeling information is coming from, but it's interesting, especially Dolores Cannon. Apparently she did a lot of channeling, and this is a time of great awakening for human beings. And because we're all stuck in our houses at the moment during lockdown, we are starting to lift the veil. I've had conversations on the phone with friends. I never thought they would go to some of the conversations that they're actually speaking about now. That's a lifting of the veil. That's seeing into the society more than actually they did before. So it's a good thing that this society is waking up, because it's about time. It's about time we stop this madness that goes on as a world. So that comes from the union with yourself. Whether you get it from yoga or religion, it doesn't matter. It's the union with yourself that helps you perceive this world in a more real way, rather than our ancestors saying the Maya, the illusion, how it's put up in front of you. And you're saying, well, some people are saying that how can people do this to other people? How can they change their perception of the world and make them feel like they are? They've done it, and they've done it very successfully, and it's now coming to an end because it's changing. You've got the old guard have gone, now the new guard have come in, and they don't know how to do it so well, which is why you're seeing these extreme measures, this extreme legislation coming in, especially in America, the European Union and the UK. Extreme legislation coming in. If you read it, my goodness, it's not good. And it's the union with ourselves, and that union that we spread with each other is going to change all of this, and it will get better. It will get better. But it's not binding fast to something, like binding fast to a political ideology, or binding fast to a religion, or binding fast to a football team, or binding fast to that, or whatever. Enjoy it. Enjoy all of it. Enjoy it. But you don't bind fast to it, otherwise you start getting force and resistance and violence and hate and dislike, polarities pulling apart. Whereas human beings need to come together right now. We come together, we can change this world, and we can get rid of the maniacs who run it for maniacal purposes. John Lennon, when he was talking about peace, do anything for peace, walk for peace, drink for peace, sing for peace, do all this for peace. He said we've got to stop the maniacs running the world for maniacal purposes. I'm not sure if there's a word called maniacal, but that's what he said. And that's very true. What we have to do is change the world so that we can cooperate with the nature of this world, because we are nature. So yoga, part of that is having a union with yourself, whether you do it through religion or other means. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'm sure I'll see you in the next video. Sarang Hamida.